What's up guys, FULLLL coming at you with a brand new video. Today we're going to have a lovely, quick, short video. Today we're going to make CrunchWrap Supremes from Taco Bell. It's like the kind of hexagonal wrap. You add like little crunchy corn tortilla inside. Super nice, super quick. Start to finish, like half an hour. Great recipe. So here we've just got bell pepper, green or red, it's up to you. A little bit of tomato. White onion, like a clove or two of garlic, lettuce, we're just going to chop that up, add it in. Here this is called culantro. It's a little bit like coriander. You can find it in like an ethnic greengrocer. It goes by some other names like shada beni, like if you're from the West Indies. Kind of has a similar flavour profile to coriander, but it's like less soapy. And like more, I don't know, like, let me try some. It's like a bit rounder in flavour. It's not as like planty, as green, as soapy as cilantro. Really nice, or coriander, sorry, really nice. But if you can't find this, then just sub in coriander, no problem. Here we got a little kind of like Mexican taco spice mix. Paprika, cayenne, tiny bit of curry powder, that's optional, thyme, we're going to add some chili to that as well, some red chili flakes, cumin as well. Here's just like a tablespoon of tomato paste, we're just going to fry it off with the beef. Here's sour cream, a bit of cheese, this is like a mozzarella cheddar mix. The corn tortillas. If you can't get corn tortillas like this shape, they're quite difficult to find. You can just use like, I don't know, like a Dorito or something, just something like corn. It has to be corn, it has to be dry, it has to be crunchy. These are super crunchy. But you could always add like nachos, it's not a big deal. These are flour tortillas, but they're big. They're bigger than the conventional ones. You can buy them wherever, but they always come like less in a packet, maybe like 6 or something, I don't know. Here, just ground beef, 80-20, just has like a higher fat content, it's nicer, I like fat. If you don't like fat, you can just get a leaner one, no problem. This is about 1,200 grams. And yeah, that's everything. So we're just gonna chop up the vegetables, I'll show you that. Fry the meat, then add the onion and bell pepper. And yeah, just mix in the spices, the culantro, the tomato paste, fry it all off. Add some water, and then we're just gonna basically, I'll show you how to like layer up the tortilla and then fry it and done. So I've just got a small pan on the heat with some vegetable oil, just let that heat up. Gonna go in with the beef and then just like break it down so it's nice and ground, like the same texture as Taco Bell. I don't really want to see any like chunks. Here we go. Burn myself. So when you're frying the beef, you can kind of almost use the back of your spoon just to like break it down a little bit. You know, why am I using a spoon? This pan is like super old and the Teflon layer, the non-stick layer is almost non-existent. Not because I've used a spoon on it before, this pan is second hand.
Yeah, right.
Normally I would be using a spatula if I had Teflon, but just easier with a spoon. And you can make your own non-stick layer when you like season a pan. Like you season a wok, you can do the same thing with a frying pan too. So this is sort of the size that you want for the beef. So just leave that to fry for a little bit while I chop the veg. More or less cooked. So now we're just going to add the onions and peppers and fry those down a bit. Add a tiny bit more oil and mix all of that up. And I'm just going to wait until I see the onions and peppers are just a little bit cooked. The onions translucent and the peppers a little bit softer. So the onions have gotten a little bit more translucent. The peppers are starting to have a bit more colour on them. So I'm going to add the spice mix and the garlic and just kind of dry fry with the culantro as well. Garlic in with the spice mix. Stir that around. So I forgot to say the spice mix also includes black pepper, and I'm going to add some salt now. Just a little bit, and then at the end taste for seasoning. So the spices and the garlic have been dry frying for maybe 2 minutes now, so I'm going to go in with the tomato paste. And just mix that in. So this is a concentrate, so I'm just going to coat everything in the concentrate and then add a little bit of water and let it kind of bubble down. Just to bring back like a juiciness to it, you know? A sauce. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water. Now we're just adding the water to kind of create a small sauce, but we don't add too much water because when we put it in the wrap we don't want to affect the structural integrity of the wrap with too much water, like have it all run out. It's just not a good final product. So we're just going to let this simmer for a little bit, maybe 5-10 minutes on a medium heat, medium to low, and we'll come back and taste the salt. Okay guys, so I just tried it for seasoning just to taste it. I added like a tiny bit of sugar, like half a teaspoon of sugar, just to get the authentic kind of Taco Bell vibe, the unhealthy vibe. And I also added a little bit of Liam Perrin's sauce just to make it an extra bit umami. Now I didn't list that in the ingredients, it's up to you. You can add brown sauce, Liam Perrin's, MSG, anything you want. Fish sauce if you want to get that umami flavour. But for me I just had it lying around, so I thought I'd add that. So this is done now. It's been cooking for like 5-10 minutes. So I'm just gonna take it off the heat and prepare the tortilla. Okay guys, now so we are going to layer the tortilla, the crunch wrap. So here I've just got some refried beans. I didn't list these in the ingredients, I just had them laying around in the fridge from the last recipe, the nacho recipe. So you can watch that here if you want to. So yeah, just gonna get them on the tortilla, spread them out. The back of a spoon. Right, so I did this yesterday and I felt like these crunchies weren't too crunchy. So I'm putting 2 instead of 1. And then I'm gonna add a layer of cheese on top. And that's kind of to block out the moisture from the vegetables, from the meat, etc. So kind of creating like a fat layer to keep them crunchy almost. Then I'm gonna go in with the meat, and that's probably like, I don't know, we'll see. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons, 3.5. Let's be generous. Why not? Life is for living. 3.5. And I'm gonna go in with some lettuce, some tomato. Kind of want to press everything down as well because it becomes harder to fold if it's taller. Then I'm going to put some sour cream on top. It's up to you how much you put. I quite like it, so I'm gonna put quite a bit. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more cheese on top just to seal it when we fold it. In the center. Okay, now for the folding. So it kind of has to be in a hexagonal shape. So you have to do like a fold like this, and then you have to bring this up like this, crease it, fold it, crease, fold, crease, fold. The tricky part. So crease it here and fold it again. So I'm gonna squash it down a bit. It doesn't look that attractive, but now I've got a pan that's heating. I'm gonna put it in the pan. So it's the same pan we used before, but I'm literally gonna do this. Okay, for the moment of truth. Okay, so underneath I just have to go with the knife because that tiny bit of cheese that we put on the top is kind of stuck to the pan, which is okay. So now I'm just gonna flip it, but I'm not gonna flip it conventionally. I'm gonna do this. Take the pan, put it on top. A little bit of juice fell out, but that's alright. And then we're just gonna cook it on this side for, I don't know, another 3 minutes just to toast it. Damn, this knife comes in handy sometimes, I swear. So here you can see the cheese. Crunchy. So just gonna take it out now. There it is. We'll just look at the other side. So here it is. Let's get some cross-section action. Cross-section action. See that crunch? Oh. So guys, here it is, the finished product. So I've just split it in half just for presentation's sake, but like you can really make out everything, the cheese, tomato. This is a little bit of cilantro that I put on top at the end just for presentation, for garnish. Can't really see the lettuce, but I know it's there for sure. The crispy corn chip thing. The beef, super nice. Alright, let's give it a taste. Look at that, man. Mmm. That is a pat on the back for myself. Wow, that's really good. Taste everything though. All the spices, the beans, very subtle. The cumin, the chili, the garlic, the onion in the beef, really nice. The corn, this layer, let me get a knife out. This first layer is not that crunchy, but this second layer is super crunchy. It's been protected by the first layer and the cheese. So I actually made these yesterday and I found that, or the day before, I found that this wasn't that crunchy, and you can't really call it a CrunchWrap Supreme if it's not crunchy. So this kind of first layer is kind of just for protection, to soak up all the juice. This second layer, definitely very crunchy. Wow. Now, we didn't put that much oil when we were frying the beef and the onions, but what the cheese does, as well as the sour cream, brings a lot of moisture but not enough moisture to make it soggy. So the cheese brings a lot of fat too, and that kind of balances everything out. The lettuce is just kind of there for roughage, just to kind of copy the dish in Taco Bell, but it's not actually that flavorful. The tomato is fine, it's kind of just tomato. But the sour cream, the cheese, and the beef, the sauce that we made, really flavorful, really nice, really fresh. And it's just so much easier. It only takes like half an hour to make this, really. You know, you can go and get takeaway in the same time. Okay, if you got Deliveroo or Uber Eats, it's gonna come a lot quicker, but it's not gonna come looking like this or tasting like this. Wow, come on. That is really good, and the structural integrity is really kept. You see, like, these are not coming undone. They're sealed. They're sealed for sure. Let's look at this one. See? Nice and toasted. Wow, one more bite. Oh wow. Honestly guys, so good, so quick. Not that many ingredients, there's probably like 10 in total. You have most of them in your local supermarket or at home, already in the pantry, in the cupboard, whatever. Really accessible, fun, great for kids as well. And this version is a lot healthier than the crap they serve in fast food places. So this is my homage to them, but a bit healthier. So if you like the recipe, give me a thumbs up. Ooh. Gotta clean that thumb. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Leave a comment and maybe check out another video somewhere here. And yeah, let me know what you think if you give it a go. Take it easy guys, peace. With this, we're just gonna go under with the knife or with a spatula, whatever you choose. Get a nice little angle for it. And that was a huge fuck up.